Okay, welcome back to Dave's Cooking Show, and for you today, we have some Sesame Chicken Wraps. Alright, let's start off making the marinade. You want to start off with 1/4 cup of sesame oil, 1/2 cup of canola oil, about 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 teaspoons each of salt and freshly ground black pepper, and then a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Add to that 3 teaspoons of garlic, or about 6 cloves. Then you want to add approximately 2 tablespoons of honey. Honey's a pain in the ass to measure correctly, so try to get your best guess to 2 tablespoons. Doesn't have to be precise. And lastly, for this here marinade, we're going to need about 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. Again, it's kind of a pain in the ass to measure out because I was an idiot and didn't buy the fucking jarred shit, but measure it out as best you can. And then you want to whisk all this shit together until well incorporated. Once done, through the magic of cooking show editing, you should have something resembling this mixture. Okay, in a Ziploc bag, you want to add approximately about 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breast, diced up in about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch pieces. Add the marinade to it. Get as much of it in there as you can. And then you want to squeeze out as much air in this as possible, and you want to leave it in the fridge for at least 2 hours or up to overnight.
3 hours later.
Okie dokie. The 3 hours have passed, thanks to the magic of cooking show editing, and our chicken has been marinated. So I've got this pan preheated on about medium heat. You can certainly go a little lower. I wouldn't go too much higher, though. And you just want to add this to the pan and cook until the chicken is done. It took me about 7 to 10 minutes. I forget exactly what it was, but it'll take about 7 to 10 minutes. There is no way to really probe this. So basically what you do is you feel the chicken, and when you get a slight resistance, basically take one of the larger pieces out, cut it down the center, and if it's white, you're good. But it took me about, 7 to 10 minutes to cook the chicken. Okie dokie. Thanks to the magic of cooking show editing, our Sesame Chicken Wraps are ready to be assembled. Our chicken is done and delicious. So, you want to take, about a handful of chicken pieces and put it in a tortilla shell. This is a standard size burrito shell. I think they're 10 inches. I did heat it up in the microwave for about 10 seconds. And you want to take about a handful of iceberg lettuce and place that on top. And one of the things I did do that I completely fucked up on, I had some nice Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese, all nice, all shredded, all ready to go. And like a complete fucking idiot, I did nothing with it. I completely forgot to add the fucking cheese. So make sure when you make this dish at home to add the Monterey Jack and cheddar cheeses, or whatever cheese you like. I put on top there some diced tomatoes, just for a little color, just for a little, whatever. And right now, I'm going to put the dressing for this wrap. I used ranch myself, but you could certainly use whatever you like. You can use a raspberry vinaigrette, a sesame ginger dressing, whatever you happen to enjoy and like. For this, I was almost torn between nothing, because the marinade on this chicken is so fucking good that it almost doesn't need any dressing, but I ultimately decided, fuck it. It needs just a little ranch. So basically, a little bead of ranch down the center, and it's time to roll this thing up. And basically, you put the 2 one ends in, and then just roll this thing up, and that's it. A Sesame Chicken Wrap. done. Well, we'll do the little cross section here. Because everybody likes a pull apart, especially on wraps. Look at that bastard. Ready to eat and delicious.